I have no idea how to see the card window or to even get all the cards on the screen right now. Okay, whenever Skybind, exile a thing, so you're constantly bouncing stuff. Nothing that great, right? Strength's okay. Double strike as long as it's enchantment. Guy sucks. Flash flyers are usually good. Hour of Need is broken. Exile any number of creatures. For each creature exiled this way, get a 4/4. Ooh. Turn my whole team into 4/4s. I really like this Guardian, but yeah, I think Hour of Need seems pretty solid. Good call. The reason we aren't doing sealed is because the name of the website is DraftMagic. So if you guys want to pay for a sealed event for me, I'm happy to do it. But yeah, even just turning one guy into a 4/4 flyer is really good. That card, I didn't know that card was in the set because I haven't been paying attention to the set. Where's the card window exactly? If you guys can't tell, I really don't like this new client. It is confusing. Flying double strikers are usually pretty good, especially in a set where you're supposed to just hook dudes up. Tap a guy for very expensive is not crazy good. Oh man, it doesn't even keep the zoom within the screen. Oh, I absolutely hate this card. Countermand. Sigiled Starfish is fine. Cruel Feeding gives everything whatever. The Hulk's just a dude. The Minotaur's just a Minotaur. So, it's either this thing, which costs way too much to tap guys, but is just there, or the Double Striker. We have kind of a consensus that the Double Striker is really good. Go to display, click hard window. Show preview panel. Okay, that's helpful. I still don't know how to resize this thing so you guys can actually see the cards. Oh, there, I guess that kind of works. But now I can't see the cards. Man, alright, so we'll take the Double Striker. Here's a Nyx Infusion, which is kind of hard to not take constantly. The Hot Blade's fine. Prevent all damage will be dealt to target creature this turn. This card's weird, but solid. Big monster. Big 5/5. This guy seems pretty good. I think the Double Striker's good. Starfish is solid, though. So the only card here that really gets my eye is a -2/-2 enchantment. Everything else is pretty weak. I'm willing to take Nyx Infusion and see what happens. To back that guy up, I could take Freak Chosen. Although, here's a Magma Spray. Card is a shock. Flying Vigilance is fine. It's not great. Really not seeing any huge signals, unfortunately. I mean, Magma Spray is okay. Hot Blade's really good. Is there a Hot Blade here? I don't know how good a shock is in this format. I kind of feel like a 1/1 Death Toucher is just a really good thing to back this up. Although, obviously a spray can like take out this guy without trying, so... Eagle? No, I don't like Eagle. Supply Run Crayons enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 on something. That's fine. There's another guy. No, I mean the Eagle's fine. It's you know, it's not bad. This costs 6. It shocks, and then a guy's bigger. 6 cost shock is interesting. Supply Ryan Cranes seems good. It's either a 3/5 flyer or boost somebody else. Colossus is good. Yeah, Colossus is freaking expensive though. It's not bad. I'll take Crane. Laguna Brand is fine. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to this guy by a creature. That's just a good bear. 3 damage to a creature for way too much. Starfish. Hulk, feeding. Tough call. I want to say just take the bear with a decent ability and go white-black. I'm definitely getting away from blue. Whenever you cast a spell that targets this one's not terrible either. I feel like the bear is just going to be more useful though. Wow, that card's really good to still be here. That card's garbage. Pretty garbage. Destroy target enchantment or land. There's really nothing here. I'll take the dryads. Enchanted creature gets -2/-0 and can't block. That seems not playable. A lot of Pin of the Earth. Another snake. Nothing wrong with a snake. We can get really defensive on the ground and then beat with flyers. So, double snake is kind of cool, actually. So I don't think we're going to play the green or the blue. We have a really decent start. Actually, the white's kind of dried up, though. Everybody's fighting. Okay, Swift Claw's just a 3/1, nothing wrong with that. Enchanted creature has double strike, otherwise prevent its damage, and Skybind is terrible. I'll take a 3/1. And not feel too upset about it. Card trades with some stuff. I wonder if Tormented... Cruel Feeding, what is my... Do I have any, like, heroic right now? I mean, this card is basically the other thing, which was terrible. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. I don't know if that's good. Tormented Thoughts is like interesting. I don't think it's good enough though. I could see either Cruel Feeding or Moral whatever getting played, but obviously I didn't see the clock, so now I have a 1/3 I don't think I want. 6 cost 4/4 flyer doesn't really make me too upset. It's probably better than +1/+1, destroy an enchantment. We'll see. I got no problem with a big old flyer. If this guy comes down and immediately can block something with 4 toughness if you really need to, like, seems solid. Creatures can't block. Destroy an artifact. I'll take this awful enchantment. I gotta figure out a... I mean, it's evasion and double striking. It's like that card can just get out of control without trying too hard. Remember how the Flying Lifelinker... I mean, if you say that card's not good, it's like saying the Flying Lifelinker isn't that good. And the Flying Lifelinker is another card that's like, okay, a 2/2 Flying Lifelink doesn't break the game wide open, but obviously it does some work. Aspect of Gorgon does make your guy, like, pretty hard to deal with, but it doesn't replace itself. And it's more of a defensive card, it seems. Well, it does make it so they have to double block, and you know that the double block is probably going to be pretty useful for you, so... I don't know. I don't think it's very good. What the heck is this card? Get a Centaur and Scry. Well, obviously our pick is Ornitharch. Can't really argue with that. There's some kill spells here, too. the black one, something Harpy. It's a 2/2 Flying Lifelink. You know? I would say those cards are about equal. Asphyxiate's probably the way to go, right? Black Harpy costs 4, sure. I mean, you can argue that 4 drops, sure. I'm willing to accept that argument. I think the kill spell's the way to go over the crappy bestow creature. I think this will be the first time I play with an Asphyxiate in my deck. Yeah, I mean, Ornitharch is clearly better than Cavalry, because you don't have to hook it up. But I'll be looking for some, like, equipments or enchantments to throw on this guy. Faded makes 2 Centaurs. Does it? Okay, that's good. So that card's better than I was reading it as. Fixiate. Oh, look at that guy. He's choking. He's a choking guy. It's got that card window so you can actually kind of see it. We got a lot of flyers paired up with some Death Touchers on the ground. Like, this could be a decent 2 Death Touchers and a very expensive Skeletons. We'll see. Search for up to 2 enchantments, reveal them, put them in your hand. I don't think 6 cost tutors are going to win the game. I think it's just Nyxborn Eidolon. It's a decent guy to throw on a couple different guys, including the Cavalry. I don't know. People really seem to undervalue Double Strike as a rule. Like, Double Strike is one of the most powerful abilities in the game, I feel, so. This pack kind of sucks. What can Dreamfinder get me back? What are my enchantments exactly? Oh, I can get back Nyx Infusion. That might actually be worth. Well, there's a Sudden Storm. That's annoying. I can't really switch colors here, though. Unless I move out of white into... Return all creatures to hand. That's weird that's there still. Dreamfinder's pretty bad, but... Yeah, I think it's too late to start jumping. Was the Gordian equipment in there? That card's actually okay. Here we'll take another kill spell. And that's another thing we can get back with Dreamfinder. So we now have 2 different kill enchantments we can get back with this guy. So that makes it a good pick. Draw X cards, lose X life. I don't like that card very much. I do like Elite Skirmisher, however. Yeah. The equipment that gives Death Touch. I think that card is better than people give it credit for. Like, people were mad that I took it really early in one of my first drafts, but being able to just have a Death Touch blocker constantly in this set sometimes is pretty darn good. Kraken. Should I run Sagwinmancy? It's so expensive for a really bad card, it seems. I can't imagine I'm going to want a second Dreamfinder, but I don't also think I'd ever want an Eye Gouge. Am I wrong about this card? It just seems like you lose a ton of life whenever you play it. I'll run double Dreamfinder. Maybe I can find a bunch of like reasons to do it. Intimidate draw card is not terrible. I also like Servant. Revoke is always solid. Yeah, like Grizzly Transformation it cantrips, but I don't really have the huge heroic hookup, nor do I have guys that I'm really trying to give Intimidate to. That's more for like a green-black build. Servant's fine. It's a 1/3 though. I'll take Revoke, just sideboard, maybe main. Alright, so double weight and a Nyx Infusion with double Dreamfinder, that could be really good. Take the Servant is the yelling from everyone. You may be very right. I'll take Stormcaller away from somebody. Servant's good. What did I take? I took Skirmisher, right? Or... No, I took Revoke. I don't know, I just don't feel like I need a 1/3 when I have 2 Death Touchers chilling. I mean, it is surprisingly decent sometimes. I don't know. You might be right. That might not have been the right pick. Yeah, that's true. Man, do I want to play this at this point? 6 cost, find, kill spells. Or do I want to just chain Dreamfinders all day? I feel like the triple Dreamfinder deck would be really fun. Whereas this card is just like slow and terrible. And watch as I open a god and wish I had taken the tutor. Hold at bay. Mortal Resolve. Claim. I probably should have took that stupid Servant is the second best black uncommon in Gatecrash. Yeah, but Revoke Existence is pretty darn solid in a, you know, enchantment based set. I mean, it is a sorcery, which sucks. We'll see. So overall, I hate the new client from what I've played of it. There's just crap all over this screen and none of it makes any sense. I can double click cards moving to the sideboard. I guess that's a little helpful. Yeah, maybe I should have took the Servant considering I'm kind of a defensive deck, but we'll see. Look at this stack of 3 white flyers. I'm just like, I will play 5-cost flyers until the day ends. I have Rotted Hulk as a decent blocker. I think this body 2/5 is actually really solid. Maybe I'm wrong. I wish it was a 3/5 actually. But you're not going to get that for 4 mana, I don't think. Too bad we're not opening gods. No, we can't really make Chain of the Rocks work. Ordeals are always pretty solid, especially in decks that are trying to gain back life. Yeah, I think the Ordeal is actually pretty solid, considering what we're up to. Make our flyer pretty good. This pack's not insane. No, I'm not really going to be able to splash, so I can't take the Grip Tide. And the Centaur's lame. We'll just take Tormented Hero cards, fine. Yeah, Ordeal on dudes is great. We have a pretty good... It's just God's Willing, I think, is the pick. Yeah, Vanquish the Foul sucks. I'm hoping to pick up Wingsteed Rider, but I kind of assume that that's not going to happen. How good is... This card is actually super good in this deck. We have like so much double white right here. I think we can make this card work. Could take Phalanx as just a 3/3 blocker, but I want to try the Evangel plan. Yeah, Ordeal coming back off the Griffins. I guess I should be keeping a good eye out for enchantments like crazy. I'm sad this card does not have the stats of... what was the flyer that brought artifacts from graveyard back to hand? From Shards of Alara block. What was that, like a 4-cost 2/2 flyer? Or was it a 2/3? It's weird. It was also in Modern Masters. If this client wasn't awful, I could just look it up. But this client is awful. So, do I want a Death Touch enchantment guy to bring back? Or another Ordeal to bring back? Or another flyer, which I have a little bit of trouble hooking up because I don't really have too much. This is a strong pack. Kind of want another Ordeal. It's hard to pass that Harpy though, but I don't really have too many ways to make it bigger. In fact, I have like no ways to make it bigger really. Yeah, I'll take the Ordeal. I could take Eidolon too. Keep recurring a Death Toucher. Oof. Because I already have 2 1/1 Death Touchers though, I feel like that's not the play. Could take the Warden away. Or take the Warden, I mean. I don't think there's any world in which I play the Warden, though. Could just hate here. I'll take the Warden. Sanctum Gargoyle. Yeah, that's the one. Scourge Mark. Ooh, Cavern. Nice. It's another thing I can get back with them Dream Lovers. And another thing I can throw on top of guys. So I don't think Godforged Sentinel makes the cut. Could be wrong, though. I mean, it is just a 6 cost, whatever. Oh my god, Foil Lash. And a Rescue from the Underworld? Wow. Yeah, no, I'll take Lash, though. Foil Lash. Look at that. Why's it got a gold border? Is that how they're showing foils now? So basically we hold them off with Death Touchers. And then hope that we just overwhelm them with Flyers, getting back weights. We'll see. This deck might want Guardians over a Dark Betrayal. We have a really solid stack of Flyers here. I could definitely see Guardians making the cut. Centaur does nothing for me. Let's make sure nothing else flies over me. Or nothing gets in front of my Flyers anyway. Vanquish the Foul for potential giant things that might need to get destroyed. This looks pretty solid. Definitely gonna have to cut a lot of cards. But I don't think we'll actually have as much trouble doing that as it might look like we are. Phalanx or Boon. I don't have a lot of heroic triggers or anything like that, right? I don't think I have like any heroic triggers. Can hook up the double striker for a turn. I'll just take the Phalanx though. Centaurs. So I guess we're just trying to get it done with Flyers and Dreamfinder Recursion. With 2 Ordeals getting recurred, that could be pretty cool. We could have some fun with this deck. Could also just get blown out, but we'll see. Our ground game is pretty defensive, which is fine for us. Alright. I like this one slot. There's really nothing wrong with any of these cards. Swiftclaw blocks guys who are bigger than him. I don't like the Bear in here. It's just too expensive. And the Reveler is not exciting. The Phalanx is not exciting. And the Claim is obviously terrible. Revoke's usually a sideboard card. And because we need to be cutting card, let's get that out of there for now. Kill spell, kill spell. I don't think Aspect of Gorgon makes the cut. Yeah, I feel like I'd rather have that in decks that have big things. Vanquish the Foul is not good. Afara's Warden seems worse than something like Rotted Hulk, which can just hold bigger guys off. Asphyxiate. I can't imagine cutting anything from this slot. Putting either of the Ordeals on this will just blow a game out, and even if I can't do that, they're still just solid. Evangel could possibly get cut, because I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with a bunch of 1/1s, and I'm going to have to play it after my 5 slot. I don't really build towards it too well. Like, I feel like I'd just rather have another 4/4 flyer, but I guess if I draw this late, though I am trying to draw the game out and like have a bunch of this crap on the board. So maybe I'll just make a million 1/1 flyers. I don't know. What cards have I cut? How did Nyxborn Eidolon get in here? That's definitely needs to be here. Yeah, I don't want Griffin. Don't want Bear. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't... Well, I mean, let's look at our count, though, in terms of enchantments. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 of which are kill spells, which we can just chain. Although that is pretty slow. I guess I could cut a Dreamfinder, considering this slot is pretty hold up. Yeah, because even chaining Weight of the Underworld over and over is not going to like completely like break a game wide open. I want the Cranes. So what's the last card that we cut here? I don't think this deck has problems running 17 land. I could cut Rotted Hulk. I just hope that the 1/4s are better defensive creatures than the 2/5. Yeah, I think that's fine. Add basic lands. 8/9. You need the returned Phalanx pretty badly. Well, why? I have 2 of these guys. I have a 3/1 and an Eidolon. Like, these will take out whatever big thing's coming on the ground. And then Guardians is going to be my stick-around blocker. I don't see why I would need Phalanx. And I kind of want to run both these 6-drops to close out the game. I'm going to submit. We'll see how it goes. If anybody has any arguments, make them now. I mean, there's still a part of me that wants to get the 3rd Dreamfinder in here. But if I had multiple, getting back to 4-cost enchantment is slow, and we don't always know that that's going to be in the yard. It might just be stuck on a guy. Yeah, this should be fine.